Hi, it's Paulo from Jewellery, and on today's episode, we wanted to give our customers an insight into what we're kind of showing at this year's little fair in Melbourne, which is the 4th and 5th of Feb. And this is Matthew's babies.
Yes, this is the cousins. So what's happened now is we're finding lab jewellery's where it's at. So by the time the fair comes around, this will be all full different.
Oh, you're making promises you can't keep.
No, I've got all the stock ready to go, so it's just getting processed, but that's going to be all available. So we're going to have a lot of stock ready to go on the day, as well as constantly have this stock because tennis bracelets seem to sell really well.
Yeah.
You know, and I had a guy, I sold his tennis bracelet yesterday, and we're talking about the price differences for
natural.
Yeah. So a 6-carat tennis bracelet is probably better in a lab. It's probably $1,000 to $1,200 a carat. So for a 6-carat, you're looking between 6 and 7.5, right? Yeah. In a natural, it's 12.
Wow. Okay. So
that's
when
a massive difference.
Yeah.
So that the 1 and 2, 3 caraters, you don't see that massive price difference. But once you get larger ones,
so from what 5 and up?
I reckon from probably 4, 4.5 up. Then you see some massive price difference. And mind you, the stones in the naturals were far less superior than we had. So that's where it's at, the biggest stuff. So we've got stuff, there's one that's arriving on Monday that's 8.5 carat, so that's coming in as well. And then we've got the square set, the Italian version, there's ovals there now. There's the radiant one, I'm looking at getting that back as well. It's 20-point of radiance. But that's where it's at. The jewellery's where it's at because number one, it's much cheaper than naturals.
Yeah, so there's a lot more value there.
Heaps. And also with labs, the loose fluctuating mostly downwards.
At the moment.
Yes, at the moment, while the smalls are going up. The risk isn't as great.
For the retailers.
Because number one, they're smalls. Number two, there's a lot more gold content to it. So it's interesting.
Are you finding 9 or 18 carat or 14 carat?
Oh, whatever.
Across the board?
It just depends. I don't think people are really too fussed with that's 9 or 18 carat. I think they just want the quality and they want show for that.
And yellow gold or white gold or rose gold or?
It's still white. Yellow's coming back, and there's another few coming that I've ordered. Rose is by special order, but I mean, how much?
I know.
And then we move into the tennis necklaces, which were really big for us last year, especially in November.
Yeah.
So that we're getting some of those back again as well.
So again, the bigger the better here? In terms of the value?
The value, So you aim to about that, again, that $1,000 to $1,200 carat wholesale, but you're getting EBSs. So, but this is where it's at. If you want to jump into the lab-grown market and I don't want to do so much loose, tennis bracelets, tennis necklaces, studs. We've got a whole range of studs, but again, you got to have.
You've got to go to big size.
Otherwise, the gold costs more than the stones, right?
Yeah.
So studs is also a really good one, and then the next video I'll show what we're doing in rings,
in mounts and finish.
Semi-mounts, full mount, bands. Right across the board.
And so just to reiterate, this will be available
100%
at the fair. It's available obviously now, but we will be showcasing this at the fair. So come and see the quality
on the day, no problem.
It's all ready to go. All right, guys, no worries. We'll see you in the next video. Thanks. Bye.
Bye.